Hey guys, welcome back. This week, we're gonna talk real quickly on how much is your home worth? How do we decide that, what that looks like, and do we really decide, or does the market decide? So real quickly, we're gonna go through sort of, in my opinion, the three dynamics that make up how much your house is worth. We're gonna talk about the econ side of it, we're gonna talk about the emotional side of it, and then number three, bringing it all together and get that price for you. But here we go. All right, so we go. So number one, let's talk about economics and fair market value. So fair market value on the housing side of things is going to be described, right, as a price that a willing and able buyer is going to pay in an equal market, both where there's inventory, but not too much, not too little. So that's going to be what we are going to define as the econ side of price. And sometimes we'll see that is your true price and that's how much your house is worth. But other times there's other factors that go into that. So here we go. Let's talk about number two. All right, number two. So again, we are talking about how much your house and my house is worth. We're not talking about a neighbor down the street. We're not talking about Jill Smith 30 miles from here. We are talking about my house and your house. So what comes with that? Emotion comes with that. And so number two thing that we're going to talk about is emotional attachments and how they can function and add to the price, right? So as a seller, generally speaking, I'm going to be emotionally tied to my house. And for me, it's going to increase and make that house worth more. Now, the same thing in this market is happening as well, right? The buyers are coming in and they are immediately triggering an emotional response, and all of a sudden they want your house and they become willing to maybe pay a little bit more than the quote unquote fair market value because that emotional trigger has happened, and especially in a market like this with lower inventory. So number two is emotion. All right, so number three, and to finish this off, so what is your house, what is my house worth? So generally speaking, in my opinion, that price is gonna come from number one plus number two, and that's gonna equal your price, right? So it's gonna be what our econ side says it is, so what our fair market value, what us in the business, we have a lot of tools, so our comparative market analysis, et cetera, what that number says, plus what emotional tie-in either you have as a seller or what emotional tie-in can we create for that buyer. And so in this market, it's fairly easy just because inventory is low to get that emotional tie-in. Markets are going to change, et cetera. But for now, the answer to the question, what is your house worth? What is my house worth? We've told a lot of people this. Take that number that you think is way up here. Let's talk about that number. That number might be it, and it may even be more than that. But if you're interested in talking, if you're interested in chatting about real estate or just want to chat, I would love to do it. My info is here, and enjoy your day. And we'll look forward to talking to you soon. More Real Estate 101. Adios.